What is up, everybody? You're joining me mid-ride on my way to Modesto, California. And we are off because the demo truck, the Harley-Davidson 2018 model demo truck, is in Modesto. I'm gonna go ahead and ride the Fat Bob again because I don't have any video of the actual test ride on the Fat Bob. I did have a kind of a walk around and then like a review of my test ride on the Fat Bob. So hopefully these demo truck rides are a little bit longer than a dealer ride, and if not, that's fine too. So I took the day off of work, and I'm heading down there to ride some motorcycles. So guys, I'm gonna turn this off now, and I'll see you when we get there.
An eternity later.
All right, there she is, the 2018 soft tail Fat Bob with the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine. I wish I could say that there's something about this bike that I didn't like, but I even like the ugly front headlamp that everyone hates. I have a 2013 Fat Bob, and it is about 30 pounds heavier, I believe. But this, man, is just something else. I can't wait to get on it. So I did recognize that there is one thing that I didn't like about this bike, the update to this bike from previous year's model, and that's the tank. I was been told by Harley salesmen that fuel efficiency is better to make up for the smaller tank, but I mean you can't make up 1.5 gallons. So I'm sure I'll get over it, but to me it's just one of those things that bothered me a little bit, but not enough, because I just freaking love this bike. Love it. So we'll see. So far I was saying from this demo truck day that the Road King has been king of the morning / afternoon, but this baby might just take the cake, even though I've already ridden this. So I've got a video of a Fat Bob, not a test ride video though, because that was previous to my purchase of my GoPro equipment. So this, you will be joining me on the Fat Bob ride number 2. Because this is a similar riding position to the bike that I already have, it's a little weird because the brakes are not, the foot brake is like way forward. I feel kind of point my toe there to get the foot brake down, and I'm guessing that's because of taller riders are definitely their toes are going to be pointed more forward because their knees are going to be more bent. But standard Harley controls here. We got the blinkers on the left and right. You've got your trip toggle and horn. You got your brights on the left here, and also on the right we've got hazards, your ignition, and your kill switch. Very simple instrumentation. So you just got the single, and it's smaller than on the other models that I've ridden today. The tachometer as well as the speedometer is digital. But not terrible. Not a terrible location. It's just a little small, and I think had the tank been bigger, the speedometer would have been bigger as well. So just a smooth ride. This bike is just my size. I mean, I'm 5'6", and the Fat Bob is like the sweet spot for me as far as size. And I can flat foot it when we're stopped, so it's low enough to the ground. I've got front controls, but my feet aren't stretched out at all. My knees are actually bent. And this counterbalance engine gives you just enough vibrations in the hands and in your feet to make it feel a little bit more like a Harley than some of these other bikes that I've ridden today, which are counterbalanced so well that you can hardly feel the engine vibration. But to me, that's part of the allure of Harley, is to get that rumble, you know, and to have that rumble through your hands and your feet. Now, not like older models where you'd feel like you're getting shaken off your bike, but for sure, I like having this is an ideal feeling. And for the channel, it would be amazing to have this bike that has just enough rumble, but if I was to mount a camera here on the handlebars, that my video would be a lot more acceptable. Because right now the video from the GoPro mounted on the handlebars is, a lot of it's unusable because it's shaking so much. And it'll be interesting here when we open this up to see the difference between my 103 cubic inch Fat Bob 2013 to this 2018 114. Really nice smooth shifting, and again, these new Softail models that used to be Dynas, to me, just going from my 2013 to this 2018, it's a more, the suspension is a little softer, and it's got actually adjustable preload that you can adjust by hand, just where the like where the battery box usually would be. I'm guessing that the battery is now underneath the seat. I don't know where they moved everything, but they've also shaved off considerable amount of weight on the Fat Bob. I believe it's like 31 pounds. So not only are you getting a lighter bike and a sportier bike, it's a more comfortable ride for a shorter rider. So I guess you're out of luck if you were a tall rider and you loved your Fat Bob, because they've brought the controls closer, and but I can't wait to get into some of these turns and open this baby up. And I've been riding larger bikes all morning. Well, I rode a street Bob. That wasn't a larger bike, but this is right up my alley. This is my happy place. So here we go. We can get into some of these turns. Kind of wish I was right up there with the leader of the pack, but this will have to do. Yeah, man. Yeah, get out of the way, car. You are putting a cramp in this ride. Man. Yeah, so the 114, and I love the vibration here. There's a lot more vibration in this bike than there was in the Street Bob, but I love it. It's that feedback that lets me know I'm going fast. And again, some people might not like that. I love it. This is a little difficult for me to do this objectively, because I love this bike so much. I would love to get to this for this to be my next bike. And just everything about it. The shifting is super smooth, and just just a fun ride. Handling is amazing, and I'm guessing it's because you don't have the rake up front, and this front tire's like you're like right on top of it, more like a sport bike feeling. So if you're changing over to riding cruisers from sport bikes, the Fat Bob is definitely something you want to consider. Go out and ride it. You're getting a lot of power, really sporty feeling, great handling. And it's not super heavy, and it doesn't feel like a super heavy bike. I know that they say that they shaved off 31 pounds, so I think that it's probably in the low 600 pound range, which for sport bike riders might seem like a lot, but I've ridden sport bikes, and sugars, this truck better not be in front of us for long. So if you're porting over from sport bikes to cruisers, definitely consider the 2018 Fat Bob. It's a tough call because going from a rear controls in a sport bike to front controls might feel a little bit strange. You might want to try something out that has mid controls first, but this is, and if you're a shorter rider too, this is not bad at all, because they've for the 2018 Fat Bob, they brought everything much closer. I think he's trying to put some space between the semi in front of us. Another nice thing about the demo truck rides, again, and I've said already, if you have already watched some of my other demo truck rides, test rides, is that you can open this up. When I rode the Fat Bob, it literally had 3 miles on it, and it had just been taken out of the truck and ridden once by a salesperson. This bike's been ridden much more because it's on the demo truck, but it's also broken in, and there's no worries about opening this baby up. So definitely a different ride on this time around than it was the first time around. Definitely get a different feeling. Now we've got no truck in the way. I'm gonna open this baby up. See, and there's something about it. You can't, definitely the exhaust sounds really, really good when you're up in the higher RPM and in the higher speeds here. And this bike just gets on it. It's so easy. And having this seat, that's a 2-up seat that has like a little bit of support right behind your derriere, makes it so that you don't slide back, so you can be super aggressive with this bike. This is my favorite bike to ride, to look at, a complete package. I love this bike. And it's not just because I have a Fat Bob. This thing is just so much fun, and besides being so much fun, it's also nice looking. And again, that's maybe an acquired taste because I even like the front headlight on this baby. But a lot of complaints were about the front headlight, and I've heard a lot of people say I'm just gonna get it and replace the front headlight. So yeah, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. But this bike has my endorsement. Now, if you're a touring bike rider, again, there's a whole different crowd that I'm talking to when I'm doing these videos. But all these bumps in the road are much more, you know, you can feel them a lot more. But still, it's completely tolerable. It's not like some of these potholes that I've hit on these test rides. Normally I'd want to lift up my butt off the seat to take the pressure off my back, but the suspension on these bikes is so nice that you don't have to worry about that. Now, that might be different if you're a heavier rider. I'm 5'6" and I weigh about 175 pounds. So I guess it depends on how big you are or what size rider you are. It might be worse if you're a lighter rider, maybe because it's going to bounce you off your seat because you don't weigh a lot, but that is all preference. Yeah, definitely a lot of torque left in the higher RPM, and that's something that I wasn't able to do on my initial test ride, again, because that bike, not only was that bike brand spanking new, that bike I was told not to go over 3,000 RPM, which I did, you know, because it's kind of impossible to me not to go over 3,000 RPM. But we were in a lot more residential area. We weren't able to open it up, so this has been awesome. And again, just a testament. If you've got the demo truck in your area, the Harley-Davidson demo truck, go do it. Take the day off if you got to. If you got to go on a Saturday and it's busy, go early so that you can ride as many bikes as you can. But this has just been an absolute treat. So the 2018 Fat Bob, going over from a Dyna to the Softail version of this bike, I would say when you're riding it, I would say the biggest difference, and this is probably more has to do with the size of this bike, has more to do with the size of this bike than it does being a Softail instead of a Dyna. But still just a blast to ride. I totally get Dyna loyalists because the Dyna series has been around for so long. But I was talking to the regional manager, Harley-Davidson manager, actually, who was really nice. She was telling me she just sees these bikes as cruisers. So, you know, when they get rid of the Dyna model, it's not, at least for her, and I know that she's sales is probably, you know, in the forefront of her, of when she talks to people. But she's just like, they're cruisers, you know. It's a new generation of riders, and and Harley's definitely trying to attract the new generation of riders. So you already knew, probably, if you've watched videos before, that I love the Fat Bob. Still love it. It's the favorite bike that I've ridden today, and this is going to be the last one because I got to head back for my show. But this has been an amazing day, and this is an amazing bike.
20 minutes later.
Fantastic morning / afternoon. As I've mentioned probably thoroughly, if you've watched one of the review videos prior to this tag that I'm putting here on the end, I'm absolutely urge you to find the Harley-Davidson demo truck wherever it is closest to you, and go out for as many rides as you possibly can. If you go out on a Friday, which is what I did, as opposed to the Saturday there'll be more festivities, there'll be more people, but that means less chances that you'll get to ride the bike that you want to ride. Also be wary, if you want to ride the new Sport Glide, you're probably just gonna have to find a dealership that has one in stock that will let you ride it, take it out for a ride, because the Sport Glide is not quite on the demo truck. So we are back out on the road, headed back for home. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed whichever test ride that you were tuned in to watch. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them. I'm on there every day, so I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. And I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you are a fan, please hit the subscribe button. There'll be more test rides, more reviews of random things, just more of that one guy with whatever I have got to talk about for the time being, and definitely more motor vlogs. So guys, I hope if you're riding safe, and if not, if you're not riding, get out there and get your M1 and come join us. Get out here and have fun. All right guys, this is that one guy, and I am out.